Hello, hello, my beautiful friends. Ow, I just whacked my knee on the table. And happy Monday. It is kind of amazing to me how the universe works. I'm not even joking you. I was literally like, I have a note in my phone for like nutrition boot camp ideas. So like when it's not Monday and when people are asking me questions or like common themes or common threads that I'm like, oh, that would be a great idea to talk about on the nutrition boot camp call. Because clearly like people are curious about this, or if I'm talking about it in one place, like maybe with my coaches or maybe in my Marco Polo group, or maybe it comes up in my challenge group, like this is the place where all of us come together, right? Or people who are like, I'm not a huge fan of Marco Polo, but I am in your other group, or I'm not really a fan of bod groups, but I just like your one-on-one coaching, or I'm not really a fan of like any other people, but I want to just hear from you, or whatever. Like this is the thing that I send to absolutely everyone, no matter what accountability group that you're in. So that's why I really like to sorry if you heard this already before in this other place, but I'm going to bring it back here because this is the one thing that I send to all whatever 100 of my customers and clients over the last 6 years. Okay. So I literally had this conversation twice in 2 different places, one on our Fun Friday thread and one in Marco Polo, both last week. And I wrote it down of like, okay, this is what I should talk about in my, on the Nutrition Bootcamp call. I wrote a note in my phone and the theme was, okay, I don't feel good. I'm sick. Any tips, advice? Like, what do I do? And guess what? Your girl, Bryn, who never gets sick, is sick today, right now. It's fine. And so it was like the universe was like, yeah, remember how you're going to like talk to people about this? Well, practice what you preach and really like live it so that you can know exactly how to help your people through it. And I was like, great, perfect. Thanks, universe. It's fine. I literally cannot tell you the last time I was sick. And the last 2 times I've ever been sick were both when I was pregnant, and I'm not pregnant right now. I know that for certain. So I am like, all right. I see you, universe, testing me. It's fine. We're fine. Okay. And hopefully it's just like a stomach bug, whatever. I got my hydrate up in here, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But so the theme that came up in 2 different places, one on Marco Polo and one in our Fun Friday thread, was exactly that. When you're sick, what do you guys do to like get better, to like, does it like throw a wrench in all your progress? Like, how do you move forward with it? What do you do when you're sick? Right? So that's what we're going to chat about today. So here's sickness according to Bryn. Okay. And please know, this is coming from Bryn. I am not a doctor. I am not a be all end all. I am not God. Okay. So this is just what Bryn does when she feels sick. Okay. So please don't like listen to this advice and like, well, I did what you said and now I'm dying, right? Like, I'm not a doctor and I am not God. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you what I do, and then you can in one ear and out the other, or you can roll with it and try it out yourself, or whatever. Cool. Okay. So the number one thing that I do when I'm sick is I act like I'm not sick. And maybe that's counterproductive, but it works for me. It really does. I learned this thing in high school, and maybe you've heard of it before, but it's called The Secret, right? There's even a documentary about it, like The Secret, right? And what you think about, what you visualize, what you want to see, what you want to believe will become your life, essentially. And I am a huge believer in the power of this thing right here, all up in my head, right? And I don't know the statistic or whatever, but there's like that quote or whatever that always goes around that like, we're really only using like 10% of our brain to its fullest capacity. And there's really like 90% of untapped potential still in our brains or whatever. I don't know the percentages. I probably just completely botched that. But the point is, our brains are super freaking powerful and we hardly tap into the potential of our brains. And I think this stuff that I'm about to talk to you about is a huge personal testimony for me of how strong our brains really are. And this might be a little woo woo for you. And you might be like, you're crazy. And I'm going to be like, that's okay. This works for me. Right. So again, sickness and all this according to Bryn. A few weeks ago, I was training for a half marathon, totally rolled my ankle. Okay. And it hurt. And I am a normal human, right? I get hurt. I twist my ankle sometimes. But I immediately put into practice something that I learned in high school. And it is something called warm and pink. And you literally just think warm and pink, and send healing energy. Again, I told you it's going to be a little woo woo. It's fine. Send healing energy to whatever it is, that part of your body that is hurting. I don't get hurt, you guys. Like I just said, I twisted my ankle, but it never lasts. I don't get hurt. It never lasts. And as a dancer, dancing in college, dancing all throughout high school, I was on drill team and dance company and musical dance theater in high school. Okay. I danced a lot, like pretty much 6 to 8 hours a day when I was in high school, and I never got hurt. And I really, truly believe that it was a huge part of learning this when I was in high school and immediately putting it into practice of sending that, you know what, I feel a little funky in this area. My knee hurts, my hip hurts, my groin hurts, my calf hurts, my ankle hurts. Okay, I'm going to send healing energy to that place. Warm and pink, warm and pink. Why warm and pink? Because when your vital organs are functioning properly, what are they? They're warm, right? They're not cold, and they're pink. That's the color that your vital organs are when they're healthy and functioning optimally. Is my ankle pink? No, it's not, but it's that concept of like, I am sending the greatest health version of this to you. Okay. And it works every time. And I talk to people who are like, oh, I have to get like knee surgery, or my ankle's been bugging me for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I guess this is just going to be the way life is now. And I guess I'm just going to have to nurse it forever. And I always like tell them about my warm and pink strategy. And they like kind of look at me like I am crazy. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Like you can deal with it for your whole life if you want to, but I'm just telling you, like, this will really work because it works for me. And you look at people like LeBron James, and I don't care if you like him or not, but you got to respect the dude because he never freaking gets hurt. And he's like 38 now. He's been playing basketball for 20 years. Okay, let's be real. He got hurt this season, right? But I can guarantee you, if we interviewed LeBron James, he has some sort of ritual or practice like this, where he believes so strongly in the power of his mind that he like sends healing energy anytime he feels a little funky, a little off. Okay. He doesn't get sick. He doesn't get injured. And I bet all those people that you know that never get sick and never get injured, they have a little woo-woo warm and pink type practice, just like me. Okay. So there you go. There's a little challenge. Maybe you could ask them about it, right? So when you're sick, and does it seem like I'm sick right now? Does it? Can I just ask you that? Does it? No, it doesn't. My stomach is killing me right now. I totally threw up last night. I couldn't hardly sleep. My son threw up too, and I was up with him, right? As he threw up. But you know what? I'm not going to act sick, because if I act like I'm sick and I like, I'm dying, right? Like, sorry, you guys, this is like, I'm sorry. You're just going to get to know the real me. And if you don't like me, then bye. Okay. I love you, but I am not a whiner. Okay. And I never will be. You will never, ever, ever see me like, oh, it's a sick day. We're just going to lay on the couch for 17 hours while we rest and get better. And I'm like, okay, is there like a time and a place for that? I mean, maybe for you, not for me. No, I'm not going to do that, because that's not going to help my brain get any better. And if I give into the like energy of everything, then I feel like I'm going to stay sick longer, right? Did we cancel absolutely everything we had planned today? Yes, we did, because I don't want to get anyone else sick. We had 2 play dates scheduled. My kids are in swim lessons. They're not going. We were going to have someone coming over for dinner tonight. They're not coming over anymore because I don't want to spread it. I'm not an idiot. I'm not like, okay, let's just pretend we're not sick and expose everyone to our bug, right? Like, no, we canceled all the plans, but we're not just laying around in our pajamas in our bed all day moping about how we don't feel good. Okay. I curled my hair. I put on some earrings. right? I got dressed. Am I in comfy clothes? Absolutely. Yes, I am. Am I in clothes that are really baggy because my stomach hurts and I don't want tight things pushing against my stomach? Yes, I am. But you know what? I still got dressed. I still feel pretty. I still feel cute. Did I take a nap just barely? Oh, you better believe it. Yes, I did. Right? I'm still doing all those types of things to take it easy, be smart, rest, give myself a little break, whatever. But there's a very big difference between like, I'm going to listen to my body and take it easy, and I'm going to pretend I'm on my deathbed, even though all I did was throw up one time last night. I'm not on my deathbed. I'm not going to die. Does it suck to throw up? Absolutely. Does it suck to have an upset stomach? Yes, it does. But do I need to pretend like I'm on my deathbed all day long because I threw up one time last night? No, I don't. Okay. So that was like a whole bunch of tips all wrapped into one. Okay. But biggest tips. One, act like you're not sick. And really, truly tell your brain, tell your mind that you're not. And guess what? Every single time I do get sick like this, it lasts maybe one day, maybe. Okay. And I really truly believe that a huge part of that is the power of my mind. Okay. But now, like tangible tips that I can give you as far as like, Paige. Yes, that man cold is so obnoxious. And my husband does not do that. And I don't know if he's just an extra awesome husband or if I've rubbed off on him a little bit, but he doesn't nurse the man cold thing. Oh gosh. So, but now some why do I keep saying that? Tangible tips to give you. Okay. Drink a shiz ton of this stuff right here. Okay. Yesterday, I'm doing 75 hard right now. Okay. And last night I still had 32 ounces of water to drink at like 6 p.m., which normally is not that big of a deal, but it was like 6:30 and I was like, I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. I'm tired. I can't drink 32 ounces of water. There's no freaking way. Right. And I literally took a nap for 2 hours from like 6:30 to 8:30, set an alarm to wake up so that I could finish my water, drank my water, and then immediately threw up. It was great. It was not great, but I did it anyways, right? Why? Because water flushes things out of our systems, okay? And there are so many other things that we could drink in a day. There are so many people out there who are like, oh yeah, you're nauseous, drink some Sprite. Oh yeah, you're not feeling good, drink yourself some Gatorade. Oh, you're whatever, right? The two things that I drink when I am sick, water. Okay, there's three actually. Water, hydrate, and Shakeology. Every single time I'm sick, those are the three things that I stick to. And let's be real, those are the three things that I drink ever, always, and forever, and energize right before I work out. But I don't change my drink habits. Hydrate is like Gatorade. It's just a lot less sugary and crappy for you. Okay. But it does the same thing as far as like replenishing electrolytes that your body may have lost if you threw up or whatever. Right. And this is my like pregnancy secret too. When I was pregnant, hydrate was my jam. When I was like nauseous, hydrate was my jam. I would drink it anytime I felt nauseous and it would totally help me. And there's no carbonation in here. All the crap that's in Sprite, it's not in here, right? And it would totally help me every single time. So this is my Sprite, if you will, or my whatever it is that other people suggest when you're feeling sick and all those things. This, and it's sweet still, so it still gives me that little buzz of awesome sweetness, right? So drink a lot of water, at least half your body weight in ounces. I drink 128 ounces every single day. I can guarantee you I do not weigh 256 pounds, okay? But drink at least half your body weight in ounces every day, but especially when you're sick, okay? Eat normal. In fact, eat better than normal if you're someone who kind of normally gives yourself a little bit of leeway and treats. The healthier you eat, the faster you're going to heal. And does it sound super great to have a salad when you're sick? No, not really. You just want carbs, right? At least that's what I want. But when we fuel ourselves with, you know what, I don't super feel great, but I'm going to make sure I'm giving my body the fuel that it needs to really run optimally and get better super fast. There's a huge, huge, huge difference when I eat healthy and the way I feel the next day versus I kind of gave in and didn't really eat that great. And I still feel better for sure the next day, but not as good as when I like eat really good. Okay. And same thing with Shakeology. Is that always going to be the best sounding thing when I'm feeling sick? No. But when I drink it, I know that it's giving my body amazing, amazing, amazing things that help me to get better from the inside out. Jeanette said in the chat, I wish I had Hydrate while I was pregnant. I drink so many orange Gatorades. That's hilarious. Yes. And you know what? She still turned out great. I don't know which pregnancy or all of your pregnancies, your kids still turned out great. So Gatorade's not going to like harm your kid or anything, but this is just a little better for you, right? So eat, sleep, drink healthy, okay? Get 8 hours of sleep. Take a nap if you need, right? Take a nap even if you don't need, because sometimes naps are just really great and fabulous, right? But definitely make sure you're eating healthy, you're sleeping as much as you can, and you're drinking things that will actually give you beautiful benefits and not just the things you're craving or the crap, right? Okay, next tangible tip, get ready for the day. I know I already like kind of said that before, but really like go take a shower, like do your hair, even if it's like I just put on a little bit of mascara and I put my hair in a high ponytail because that's all I had the energy to do, right? Okay, cool. That's great. But if you feel grungy and nasty and sick and you're sitting in your own filth, right? Like you feel way worse than if you're like, I look cute and I'm laying on the couch. Okay. So get ready for the day. The way you talk about it is huge. And this is probably like the biggest tip I can give you. I feel like, and there's so many mindset calls that I've listened to, especially recently, that just talk about like, we're all craving significance, really. And we all just want to be seen and heard and loved and valued. And sometimes the greatest moments that we get that significance and those feelings of being seen, being loved, being valued is when we have problems, when we have big old problems, because people feel bad for you. They, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, right? Whatever, they feel bad for you. They feel sympathy for you. And then you feel that love, you feel seen, you feel heard, you feel valued, right? And so a lot of the times we like want to overcome our problems and overcome our hardships, but then we have this really deep need for feeling significant in our lives. So we just keep creating more problems for ourselves. Why? Because we want to feel significant, but I want to get over my problems. Well, but it gives me a need for significance because people feel bad for me when I have problems. And it just creates this vicious loop of like, I really want to get over my problems, but I don't know how because I really like how significant I feel when I have problems, right? And that is exactly how being sick is, right? So many people use this as a time for, I feel significant when I'm sick because people feel bad for me. People cater to me, people serve me, people XYZ, all the things, right? And we got to fix that mentality, really. Like if you don't feel significant or seen by your kids or your loved ones or your friends or whatever in your normal everyday life, it's time to have a conversation about how you feel seen, how you feel loved, how you feel valued. If you feel like the only time you get that love and connection is when you have problems and when you're sick, okay, it's time to take a good hard look at your life and communicate what you need from those relationships so that you can still have that significance and you can have health and prosperity and joy and not just only problems and sickness, right? So I don't tell people when I'm sick. Clearly, I just told you, but only for the purpose of this call. If you go and watch my stories today, I know this is not going to be relevant in 24 hours if you're watching the recording of this, but if you go and watch my stories today, you would have no idea that I was sick. Why? Because I don't want people's sympathy. I don't want people to like, oh my gosh, you're sick. What are you doing? Why are you recording your podcast today? Why are you working? Why are you getting on this Zoom call with your people? Why aren't you just like, I don't want to explain myself to you. I don't like doing that. So I'm not even going to tell you that I'm sick so that you don't feel bad for me, so that I can live my life and you can not tell me what I need to do, because I know what I need to do and I don't need you to tell me what I need to do when I'm sick, right? So I don't want people's sympathy when I'm sick. I maybe tell Blake just because the house might not be very clean today, or we might be having grilled cheese sandwiches for dinner for the third night in a row or whatever, right? So I feel like Blake deserves to know. Plus, he's my best friend, right? And so he likes to know about me, and I like to share my life with him. So I tell Blake and I tell my kids, right? Because hello, they're in my house with me, and they deserve to know. But other than that, I really don't. Hey everyone, I'm sick. Feel bad for me, right? I just don't do that. So I want to challenge you to next time you're sick, tell your family. And maybe tell those that if you want some prayers or whatever, those people in your close circle, but don't get on Facebook. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sick today. My gosh, drives me crazy. Okay. So close circle of people, loved ones. How are you talking about it? It goes back to that power of your mind that I was talking about at the beginning. Okay. And I just referenced tip number 4 as well. Make a super easy dinner. Okay. Or have somebody else make dinner for you. That is another simple, tangible thing that you can absolutely do. If you're trying to eat healthy, okay, cool. Have some Shakeology and a salad kit for dinner, right? That's healthy and that's fast and that's easy, and make your kids some mac and cheese or some top ramen or some ham and cheese sandwiches or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or breakfast for dinner or whatever is easy peasy lemon squeezy for you. Hey, Hanson. And he was sick too, but you notice something about him? How many times did you throw up yesterday?
2.
2 times. What have we done today? Did we play in the playroom and clean up the playroom, and you just had quiet time and you went outside with Dad? Huh?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You helped that friend move in. Are you dressed today? Yes, you are. What are you drinking?
Crystal Light.
Crystal Light. That's delicious. He's sick too, right? And like I said, we canceled all our plans, but we're never going to be that family that just mopes around when we're sick. So we take care of ourselves, yes, but no mopers up in here. Okay. And again, welcome to Bryn's Brain. I'm sorry if I'm offending you, but I'm really not sorry at the same time, because this is just how I am, and I got to be who I am. Okay, don't spit on me, please. Yeah, let the chores go, let the dishes stack up, let the whatever.
Wait. We should start doing our chores.
We should start doing our chores. That's a great idea. Okay, let me talk to my friends, please. Okay. Let those other things go. Okay, give yourself some grace. Simple foods. Let the house chores go, so that you can take that extra nap, right? Or do those little extra things that are actually moving you forward towards health and not just wasting the day away in the name of being sick. Okay. So, yeah. And then the 5th tip is the warm and pink thing and the power of your mind. Okay. So those are my thoughts around how you can heal quickly, how to not stay sick for long. And I still worked out twice, because like I said, I'm doing 75 hard, and we're supposed to do 2 45-minute workouts. One was a walk, and it was a lot slower than it normally was. I walked a lot slower because it was at 4 o'clock this morning, and my stomach was still hurting me pretty dang good at 4 o'clock this morning. And so I walked real slow, but I walked. I still got my outside workout in. And then when we came home, I did some things with my family, and then Blake and I, the new workout sample of 645 came out today, and I really wanted to try it because I didn't want to be left out. That FOMO is real for me. So I really wanted to try it today. So did I lift a little heavier than I maybe would have on a different day? Yes. Did I wear looser pants than I would have on a different day? Yes. Did my stomach hurt a little bit while we were doing it? Yes, it did, but I did it, right? And honestly, the 2 times I felt the best today, 3 times. One was during my walk. After I was walking for about 20 minutes, I feel good. I feel normal. 2 was during my second workout. Oh, I feel good. I feel normal. And the same thing happened in pregnancy. Everybody would be like, how are you working out? How are you nauseous? Not so nauseous, especially in that first trimester, right? Working out was the one time I felt normal. And I don't know why. I can't tell you all the sciencey words behind it, but I know just from personal experience, when I was working out, that was when I felt the best. And then when I stopped working out, when I was doing all the other normal things, that's when I like, I don't feel good. Right. Right. And then the third time that I felt the best today was when I laid down to take a nap. Right. So still work out, but maybe just go on a simple walk or foam roll or do a stretch or a cool down or some yoga or do one of the 8-minute nighttime stretches with Autumn, right? Like there are so many options for things that you can do, but still find a functional way to move your body so that you can not feel stiff and stuck and bleh, right? Okay, there you go. That's everything I have for you today. So I hope that is helpful for you. I hope you still love me after this call. And oh, I forgot to say one more thing that my family and I do that's like oh my gosh, why do I don't even know what words I'm combining. Another tangible tip is we diffuse, I'm a huge essential oils person, believer, not huge, I shouldn't say huge, but I believe in them, right? And so we have both On Guard and Thieves. On Guard is the doTERRA, like prevent sickness oil, and then Thieves is the Young Living version. We have both. And I diffuse them in our house. So today I put like a humidifier, not a humidifier, a diffuser in our kitchen, like in the main area where we're all going to walk, because I'm sick, he's sick, but I don't want my other kids to get sick. I don't want Blake to get sick. So we diffuse that all day long. And we do the same thing in their room, like by their beds. Whoever is sick, they get that essential oil right by them, right? And then I put another one upstairs in the main hallway just outside the store so that we can prevent sickness too. So that's another little tip that we do when we're not feeling great. So anyways, I love you. I hope this was helpful. I hope that the next time you get sick that you are able to get better quickly. Warm and pink energy for you, and no more man colds, Paige, right? And all the beautiful health, prosperity, joy, not just when you're sick, but always, right? Okay, if you're on the recording, I love you, and I will see you later. If you're on live, stay on live, and we'll chat for a sec. Bye.